Welcome to Vegan Finds, where we're going to turn this into this Moroccan meatloaf and Moroccan butternut squash. Hey, welcome back to our channel. Feels like forever since we actually last filmed something, and in part we had very ambitious ideas for January, Veganuary for a lot of people who are just trying to be vegan for the very first time. And unfortunately, we got sidetracked with our daughter finally getting to go to college and being on campus, and we spent a lot of time making sure that she had everything she needed, that we filmed virtually nothing. That can't help that. It's done. But we are going to be making Moroccan meatloaf. I know what you're thinking. You made Moroccan meatballs, but this is going to be a little bit different. We are going to be making a really spicy glaze. We're going to try making a meatloaf with the Impossible Burger. Now, we've done this with other things. The meatballs were made with other vegan meat, but we are trying it out with the Impossible Burger. We're going to chop up some onions. We're going to saute those, and we're going to get to mixing this stuff up. We're going to rehydrate these currants. If you'll notice, whoever made this label does not know how to spell the word currant. They spelled it like the river current, not the currant that you eat, but that's okay. We're also trying some Tessemae's organic ketchup. We've got this really, really excellent spice mix from the Savory Spice Shop, harissa spice mix. We're using Mina harissa, the spicy version. You do not have to use the spicy version, but we really like spicy food. What can I tell you? And while I prep this and it goes in the oven, Doris is going to show you how to make a side dish in a separate video of Moroccan flavored butternut squash. So stick around, we'll show you how to make this. Okay, so I've got a large onion here, so I'm just actually going to use half of this onion. So I'm just going to cut off the tops and just split it right down the middle, and I'm just going to basically chop this into a fine dice. Here is the half onion chopped up. I'm also just going to chop up basically one shallot here. And shallot is really the chef's secret weapon when they want to have kind of that onion flavor, but imperceptible. It's great in salad dressings. I highly recommend adding a little bit of shallot to it. In sauces too. Just mincing it up nice and fine, like I'm doing right here. And it just blends in so well. Has such great flavor. You won't be disappointed, other than in my chopping skills. There, you'll be disappointed. My mom will be disappointed that I'm still vegan. She still can't figure that out. Anyway, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to saute these in a pan. The pan is heating up. I've got a half a cup of currants in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up with some water, and I'm just going to microwave it for a minute to rehydrate them. I've got about half a tablespoon of oil. I'm just going to add our onion and shallot to this, and really what we just want it to do is just barely cook through. We want them translucent. We don't want them browned. Okay, so our onions have basically become translucent. They're starting to just turn a little touch brown. I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to start working on the meatloaf part of our dish.
Okay, so this is where I come in because Stuart can't touch the meat. Okay, so we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of the spicy harissa powder. All right. I need to get my grater. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to need...
Did you turn it on?
Yes, I did. We're going to need some orange peel in this sucker. This is a really tough orange peel.
You want some help?
It's not. Either my grater's broken.
Or you just... How about I give you a different orange? Because that's like a really thin-skinned orange.
Yeah, that orange ain't working.
We'll find a more compelling orange. I'll eat that one. There you go.
Alright, so you want to get some nice orange peel in there.
You got to give it a bang. Just
Give it a bang. Okay. So you want about half a teaspoon of orange peel, because it'll give it that nice zest to it. Alright. Alright. So we got our orange peel in there. Stuart's going to get me the breadcrumbs, and he's going to drain the currants.
yeah. Those are currants. Here, you got the onions right here.
Okay.
The pan is not hot.
It's not?
Well, the handle's not.
Okay, well. I'm adding all the onions.
If you like.
How much onion is this?
It's half an onion.
So it's half
I would say it's about half a cup.
half a cup of cooked onion. Alright. Okay, so the onion is in. Now we're going to get our currants.
Currants are coming up.
So we're not going to use all of the currants in this recipe because we're going to save some of them for the
Butternut squash.
butternut squash to go on the side.
Yeah, because I did quite a bit of currant.
You did quite a bit of currant.
Half a cup.
Right. So you have half a cup. So we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 teaspoons.
All right.
And then we're just going to start mushing this together.
Oh. How much breadcrumb do you want?
I'm going to say 1/4 of a cup.
1/4 of a cup.
Because the impossible meat is made to
Yeah.
stick together. Oh yeah. So Stuart can't do this part because he's
I can do it.
a little bit of a wuss.
I just don't like it. It grosses me out. I'm sorry. Sheesh.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to add more harissa. It's going to be spicy because the harissa paste tomato top is going in there, but I just kind of want to give this a nice flavor, a harissa flavor as well. Dump it in. And you need 1 tablespoon of flax, because that's going to also add to that sticking together.
Okay, flax is coming up.
Because those breadcrumbs didn't do anything.
And this is ground flaxseed. It's not supposed to. It's
Alright. So now we're ready to go in our pan. Alright.
Aren't you glad I got the 2 packages?
Oh yeah.
Because the one would not have fit.
Okay. Alright, so we're just going to smush this into our pan. Can you see that? I'm smushing. Alright, I'm just smushing. Alright.
Is that the technical term?
Yeah, smush.
Because we want to be exact.
Smush. Alright, so now you're smushed in. So now you're going to make your tomato topper. Hold on. I'll be right back.
There we go.
All right. For your tomato topper, you're going to need a half a cup of natural ketchup. Make sure it has no sugar.
No sugar added.
No sugar added. I need a
spoon?
spoon. Okay. 1 tablespoon. Oh, I just got that. No, I didn't. 1 tablespoon of the harissa paste. We're using the spicy harissa paste. You do not need to use spicy harissa paste. You can use just regular harissa paste. And a little tiny bit of orange juice. Alright, and you're just gonna whisk that together. Give it a good taste. I'm thinking it's not spicy enough. Oh, there it is.
You
No.
do that every time.
We're good. We're good. Okay. So you're just going to pour that sucker top of your meatloaf. And we say meatloaf, and when we say meatloaf, we don't actually mean meat. It's vegan meatloaf. Don't come to my channel and tell me, there's not meatloaf because there's no meat in it. All right. We're ready to go in the oven. 350 for 45 minutes. Okay, so for the butternut squash, I have 5 apricots sliced, dried apricots sliced. I have some cubed butternut squash. It's half of a butternut squash cubed. I know it doesn't look like that, but it is. I had already roasted this, so we're just gonna heat it up. If you're using fresh butternut squash, you're going to have to cook it first. This is like kind of like a finishing thing. I just had extra butternut squash from a thing that I made myself for lunch one day. So we are using it to get it out of the refrigerator and to go along with this dish. So it's about 2 cups of butternut squash cubed. 1 shallot is going in the pot. It's nice and diced. Okay, so now we're ready to cook our butternut squash. So we have onion, shallot, and 2 cups of cubed butternut squash. Sorry, my brain went in a pan. For this, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of your harissa powder. Sprinkle that. Actually, we're just going to start with a half a teaspoon because I kind of feel like the meat is going to be so spicy that we don't want overkill here. So we're just going to brown this and cook the onions. So I had roasted the butternut squash earlier in the week, so I didn't bother to take off the... So we're just going to peel them off as it cooks down, because I didn't bother to take off the skins. Because not all the time do I... Sometimes I eat the actual butternut squash skin. Oh, that smells good. You just want to get this cooked. And then we're going to add in our 5 sliced apricots. The rest of those currants. We have the currants. We're just... So this was really starting to smell amazing. I very much like Moroccan food before we went vegan. And Stuart and I had a tangine. years before it became a thing to have a tangine.
We had separate.
Yeah. We had 2. We still have them. And they're really nice tangines. They're from Lake Quizette. But we had like Moroccan food once a week. My daughter was probably like the only 6-year-old in her class that was eating Moroccan food once a week. Because our thing before we went vegan was we hated going and like, you know, what are we going to eat? Chicken or beef, right? Like that's... You got to find something different to do. And then once we went vegan, it just became easy because now we just try all of the things. I don't know, our palate really expanded after becoming vegan. Stuart and I were having a conversation today because I'm getting ready to make kimchi. And he's like, I would love to see the conversation between 18-year-old you and 46-year-old you on eating kimchi. Because it would have never happened. So we're going to let this cook. Ooh, camera just kind of did a weird thing. Alright, we're going to let this cook and I will show you the finished product. Okay, so our meatloaf is done. We're going to let it cool for 15 minutes. So we will see you in 15 minutes with the finished product.
Okay, so here we have the finished product. We got our meatloaf. We let it rest for about 15 minutes. We got our Moroccan butternut squash ready to go. We topped it off with a little bit of this, some chopped up pistachios. I'm adding a little bit more because I like pistachios. And that's basically it. So if you like these recipes, please click subscribe, hit the notification bell, share with your friends, leave a comment. We really appreciate the comments. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok, and follow us on Instagram. And just so you know, we are over 1,000 followers on TikTok, so it's been a while. So stick around. We'll be back with some more great recipes soon.